Hi guys. So I'm on my porch and behind me is a park, and in that park is a splash pad that is insane. Did you hear that? It's insanely busy and it's constant, and it's from 9 in the morning till 9 at night, and it's just filled with people having a blast. And it took me a while to get used to it, but I'm used to it now and I kind of like it now. So anyways, and directly beside my porch is the path that sort of wraps around the park that people go back and forth a lot as well. So I am privy to many conversations without them knowing that I'm actually here on my porch behind these trees. Anyway, this one conversation I wanted to share with you was a dad and his two kids. And they were walking along the path, I guess going home, and the dad said, "Oh, watch your step." And he said, "Look, somebody's dog pooped and they didn't clean it up. Isn't that awful? How could they do that? You know, how rude to leave the dog poop there." And the young kid said, "Oh, well, maybe they didn't notice that their dog had a poop and they didn't know it was there." And then the older kid said, "Or maybe they forgot the bag and they feel really bad about it and they're going to come back and clean up the poop later. Or maybe the dog had two poops and they only had one bag," which, FYI, that has happened to me before. And maybe they're going to come back later and clean it up, and they feel bad about that too. And the dad, thankfully, yay dad, said, "You know what, you guys, you're right. That, maybe that is exactly what went down." So I thought that was really cool of the dad to, reclaim. But I think the cooler lesson in that conversation is that as adults, I think part of us learning how to be an adult properly and to the betterment of all is to actually relearn how to be a kid and to look at the world with the eyes of a child. And in Buddhist teachings, it's referred to as the beginner's mind, where you look at your world around you with the innocence and fascination and joy of a child. And I think that's really valuable, and I think that we should incorporate that a little bit more and remember that daily if we can. So my thing is, I'm going to encourage you guys to reclaim your child's brain because it's in there and start applying it. And it's very much like the classic, you've heard, like when somebody cuts you off in traffic and your first thought is, "What an asshole, how dare they?" But then maybe your second thought is, "Oh, maybe they're in a rush to get somewhere. Maybe there's some emergency, or maybe they're just having a really, really hard day, or they just received some really bad news, and they're distracted." And you kind of give them a blessing instead of get pissed at them, right? It's like that. And we can apply that to every moment of our lives. And it's not denying the assholedness of sometimes this world gives us. And it's not rose-colored glassing everything. What it is just making your space a better place. Oh, that rhymes. Making your space a better place is very valuable, and it releases stress and distrust, and it just makes for a more harmonious living for you, where if you think to yourself, people are genuinely good, and they are, and life is genuinely good, and it is more often that than bad. When you start to apply the beginner's mind, the world is just a softer, gentler, kinder place. So I encourage you to claim that beginner's mind that's in there, your child-like view of people and things, and see what a difference that makes. Okay? All right, I'm going to do it. Okay, bye.